For more than 30 years, VanDyk Mortgage strives to be the best lender in the business. And here to tell us more about them is National Director of Business and Growth, Brian Lovell. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you doing? It's great to be here.
Good. I'm always fascinated to kind of learn about real estate and kind of see where things are right now, which we're going to dive into in just a moment. But tell me a little bit about this mortgage company and why it is important, I think, to make sure you are, we were talking about before we got started, this is a big commitment when you're buying a home. You want to make sure you're going in with it with someone you trust.
To answer your first question, so VanDyk Mortgage is, we're a large mortgage company that only focuses on mortgage lending. So unlike a lot of banks, we don't have deposits, we don't have credit cards, we don't have a lot of those other ancillary products. We just focus on mortgage. This is what we do. So we've been in business for a little over 30 years. We've got locations in 38 states across the country. And our largest office is right here in the Tampa Bay area. We have about 30 loan originators right here in Tampa to meet all of our buyers' lending needs.
Yeah, well, and let's talk about what those needs are these days and kind of what you want people to know when they are kind of shopping around looking at homes.
Sure, absolutely. I think the lending environment that we're in right now is a little bit more complex than it has been in the last couple of years. You know, there used to be a day where everybody said, you know, hey, here's your 30-year fixed, and you chose from that. Today, the way we look at it is we're helping people quite possibly create the largest debt of their entire life. And that's not something that we want to take lightly. And there are so many available mortgage products out there today, as well as a lot of mortgage insurance financing options. So the days of you need 20% down for a mortgage are gone. Today, you could put as little as 5% down and not have mortgage insurance as well. So we want to make sure as we're helping people create that debt, that we're doing it responsibly, and we're working with individuals and families to help them find the best possible mortgage solution to meet their needs. Are
there good opportunities right now, and specifically with refinancing as well?
Yeah, right now. So interest rates have taken quite a dive in the last year. In fact, if I was sitting here with you a year ago, we would have talked about being in an increasing rate market for the first time in 7 years.
That's where I thought it was, to be honest. Yeah.
And a year ago later, rates are a point to a point and a quarter less than they were at this same time last year. Now, what does that mean? And I'll talk to you a little bit on both the purchase side and the refinance side. So on the purchase side, if you were buying a home today compared to a year ago, you could get the same payment today and buy $25,000 more house than you could a year ago. It's pretty significant. You know, from the refinance standpoint, yes, it's obviously a great time to refinance. In fact, if you bought just in 2018 a year ago, we're seeing people today that are refinancing into just a 20-year fix. So we're cutting 9 years off of their mortgage, and they're having a payment very similar to, or maybe just a tad bit more than they did when they originally bought their home a year ago. So that's a great opportunity. It's just a great opportunity right now to take a look at what are the different options available and seeing if we can help people lower their payment. Also, we're doing a lot of debt consolidation right now. So think of high interest rate credit cards, student loans, whatever debts that you may carry. You could use the equity from your home to refinance and pay some of those debts off, and quite possibly save yourself hundreds of dollars a month.
We probably only have a little over 30 seconds, but is that because equity, I mean, people are finding that they can have more equity in their home right now because of the state of the market?
So the state of the market right now, we are in a seller's market. So a balanced market is 5.5 months of inventory. In the last 3 months, we've seen inventory go from 4 months of inventory to 3.6. So what's going to happen is home prices are going to continue to improve. So people have more equity in their homes than they did when they originally bought them.
And it's just so interesting how much everything ebbs and flows and changes. And that's why you want somebody that's on top of their game, a company that's been around for so long, like yours here. If people want to find out more, and again, find out maybe if they're ready to refinance or get a mortgage for your team, what would you have them do?
So I would say look us up online, www.vandykmortgage.com. It's right there on the screen. And there's a toll-free number as well, and we will help you find a local mortgage professional that is an expert in the area that you live in.
All right, Brian, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it. We hope you come back soon.
We'd love to.